Hey guys, it's Car Guy 11. Believe it or not, I've never driven a Hellcat anything, and I'm so happy finally today I have a Challenger Hellcat behind me. Thanks to Deal out of Robinson. Really appreciate the opportunity. This one is used and on their lot. I will put their info below if you want to check it out. But guess what? It's also a manual, so a rare manual one. I want to check it out, and in the future I'd love to compare it to the auto. So stay tuned. So just a quick walk around of this 2020 SRT Challenger Hellcat before we take it for a drive. This one is finished in this F8 green, and it's an interesting medium olive green color. And as you can see, it is not the wide body. This is just the standard body, which means it only has 275 front and rear tires, and they are all season, so it's going to be definitely fighting for grip when we take it out for the drive. As I said, this is the manual, so this is pretty much a base Hellcat, which is still, and they've increased the power for 2019, 717 horsepower now with that 6.2 liter supercharged V8 and 650 pound-feet of torque. But yeah, as you can see, the interior is cloth, not leather, but it has an interesting pattern on it, and pretty much just everything you need, all the basics to go fast. And it's probably the lightest version, but it's still heavy at 4,500 pounds. So that's about it. Let's go for a ride. All right, guys, let's get in. It's hot, and start her up. Oh, you do have to hold down the start button until it actually fires. It's funny. Oh, also, you need the red key for the full 717 horsepower. So I had the black key at first. I was like, uh-oh, wait, something's not right here. When you first start it up, it starts in auto mode, which is, I guess, the comfort setting. You also have sport and track. So we'll start out in street, as they call it. The first thing I notice is how big this car is. You do have a backup camera. All right. Oh yeah. You hear that supercharger whine. And this shifter is a pistol grip, so it's angled forward. And it's a little bit of getting used to. It's a little rubbery, but yeah, it's pretty neat. Angled forward, and let's see, when you shift in a second, it's really almost vertical. The clutch is heavy, but it's pretty easy to modulate. Oh yeah, just 3,000 RPM there, and it's already taken off. Exhaust sounds good at these low RPMs. You'll also see the two nostrils on the hood. That's new. I think it was 2019. They updated the hood styling, the hood scoops. You still have the two high beams that are intakes, air intakes. So they're two now instead of just the one. And it feels like a boat just going over these little bumps in the street settings. It's pretty comfortable. There's some traffic here. Now your dash has almost every bit of performance data that the center screen has. You just scroll through it with the steering wheel controls. Really cool. Even my Jeep has all of the engine, transmission temps and all that, but this has the additional performance pages info. So Stellantis is really good with doing that kind of thing. All right, getting out on the highway here. Yeah, very comfortable. The seats have nice bolstering. As I said, these are the cloth seats, but they still have lumbar support and some power adjustments, but there's manual backrest. It does have heated seats, even though these are cloth. Okay, 6th gear now. Just want to see on the highway here. Little bit of you're going to hear that exhaust when you're on throttle, but off throttle, nope. All right, here we go. Wow. Okay, that was sport mode, ringing out first and second. Yes. And actually, the tires, I mean, they spun a little bit, but they held on pretty well. These are the all-season tires, 275s, front and rear, but it's very warm today. It's in the mid-80s, so that surely helps. Let's go into track mode, though. Throttle response is instant now that I'm in track mode. Steering also adjusts with the different modes. Brakes feel powerful. These are Brembos, huge Brembos. 15-inch rotors in the front. But even in track mode, it's not too harsh. This is such a large vehicle, the frame really soaks up those bumps pretty well. Now in this base version, the dash is not leather covered, but it's still soft to the touch. Same with the doors. Yes, that supercharger whine is addicting. A little bit tighter section here. Oh yeah. Sounds great. And it's not bad. It doesn't lean a lot. With that track suspension, it handles decently. I'm pretty impressed, actually. And it's pretty quiet in here. You do hear exhaust and supercharger whine and the engine, but that's it. There's no wind noise. It's really refined in here. And actually, there is room in the back seat as well. I could fit back there, and I still have some leg room and enough headroom for sure. You could definitely ride in this if you had to. It's not a penalty box like the Mustang, like Camaro, and others that you can't even fit back there at all. So it's a big vehicle. So it is pretty practical. A humongous trunk in the back, humongous. You could fit a ton of luggage in there. You can go on a big trip with this car. So, all right. A little bit of spin there. Getting on this highway entrance ramp. So 0 to 60 should be around 4 seconds with the manual, and a little bit faster with the auto, of course. But yeah, this is a very fun car. I see why it's so popular. People are giving thumbs up. And of course you have the wide body versions, which should give you a little bit more grip. And then you have the red eye versions, which have 797 horsepower. I mean, this is plenty though. I wouldn't say you need that much, but hey, if you can get your hands on one before they're gone for good, and it's definitely limited our time with these high horsepower gasoline engine cars, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm just grateful I got to drive one. And I'd love to do more. Like, there's so many versions. They're in the Jeeps, Grand Cherokees, they're in the TRX Rams with all-wheel drive with even more grip. That'd be really sick. You'd probably get faster 0 to 60 time just because of that grip. because you can't put all this power down. But yeah, very cool. Again, huge thanks to Deal and Robinson for hooking me up for this review. But guys, tell me what you think in the comments below. Do you have one of these? Are you going to try to secure one before they're gone? That's a big question I have myself. So, but anyway, guys, give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't. Check out my other videos on the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.